Today's box card is the church box card.
Merry Christmas!
The church box card is a card from the Home for Christmas box card set from svgcuts.com. The only graphic that is on here is the one in the back, and that is from Recollections. But what I had to do to make it work is I had to scan the page and then shrink it down and then print it on an 8.5 by 11, because otherwise the bells would have been like 1.5 or maybe 2 times the size that they are, and you wouldn't have been able to see them very well. So I thought it would be better to just print it. Make it smaller and then print it. The piece right here, all the way around here, is embossed with wood grain. I did have trouble doing that though, because the embossing folder is like, goes like this. I think it's 5 wide by like 3 or something like that. I don't remember what it is, but I'll measure it and show it to you when I go to make this card. It was very difficult to make. I had to put 1/2 in and then the bottom half in, and I had to press it down because my embossing machine is not big enough that I could put it in sideways. So I had to do it all by hand, which was kind of difficult. But I'll show you how I did that. This card is not a very easy card to make because of this, because these 2 pieces have this connector. So when you fold it and put it in the envelope, it folds flat here, but this doesn't fold that as flat. And so you end up having to go like that, and it bounces back because it's not on square, it's not on right. So I really don't like making this card, but I do like the design. I really think the design is a nice design. So I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay, so here's everything that I'm going to be using. I have my glue, I have my double stick tape with my scissors for the envelope, I have a button, all my pieces, and here's the embossing folder I was mentioning before, and here's the piece that I basically put it inside there, squeezed it with my fingers, and then went like this and squeezed it with my fingers. I did not know that I could have put it in like this, but the thing is that I wouldn't want to have to emboss it all over again just to get that bottom piece. So it's probably better that I just did it with my hands. So all you did was just squeeze along the length of this thing. And this is my embossing machine, which is a Sizzix Texture Boutique, so it's a small one. All I can do is emboss. I can't die cut anything. And I did a little bit of pre-gluing. I glued one of these trees together, and I glued this tree on, and I glued the shingles on this layer. So I'm just going to, because I didn't want to, I have so many things I have to put together for this card, and so I just wanted to do what I can do, or what I don't need to do twice, basically. I wanted to do that before. So this is this kind of card is the reason I wanted a fine tip instead of a big bottle of Elmer's. So that's on. I want to make sure it's on straight. That's fine. And I'm going to put this on last. I'm going to put this window on. If I can pick it up. And this is, I'm just going to go around the edges. The first time I made this card, I made the mistake of putting the glue on the window, and I got it on the plus, and when I put it down onto the piece or onto the card, I was like, oh, I didn't need to put it glue on that part. Yeah, it's fine. There's a little bit of glue on here. I made the whole video, and my dog, or I made parts of the video, and I had to stop the video. My dog wanted to come in the room, so I took my microphone off. I went to the door, let her in, and then forgot to put my microphone back on, and the microphone was too far away from me, and I finished the entire video, and then I realized I'm not wearing my microphone. So luckily I had another one ready to make. So and I wouldn't normally put white on white, but it came with it with white, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I'm not really sure that there's much room for a button, to be honest, because I mean, I could put it like that. Oh, it's actually about both at the bottom. I guess I could put it on like that. I'll do that last. So I'm going to put this piece on now. I'm just going to go down the center. It doesn't have to be on all of the edges. In fact, it would be better if these didn't have any glue on the edges, because then it would seep out too much, and then you get glue everywhere, and that would not be a very good look. So these pieces just lift up, and then this gets folded down, and then these get folded on like this, or glued on like that. Oops, I had it and then I lost it. I just want to make sure it's right up against the edge. Okay. Okay, that seems good. So far, so good. And then this, I'm going to just go ahead and fold. And it's got 4 score marks. So I'm going to glue these down like that. And then it opens up like a little side porch. And that's where my trees are going to sit. Now go ahead and put this tree together. I'm not going to put the trees on yet. I'll probably put that on last. And these have these, I don't know what you call them, kind of like a ruffle, I guess. I don't know. Just a little bit on that one, not that much. Okay, so these can just fluff out a little. Let's give it a little texture, or a little dimension rather. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. I'm just going to fold these flat. Okay. Now, I mentioned that I can never get these on right, and in my video that I messed up because I didn't have my microphone, I did it right. Let's see if I can repeat that. I'll put the wreath on very last, so I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to put these pieces on here. Okay. There are so many trucks going by in my neighborhood for some reason. Or maybe it's just pickup trucks. They're very loud. Okay. So, what I did in my other one is something that I didn't do on a lot of them, which is probably why they didn't turn out very good. So I'm going to repeat what I did. I'm going to put these on here first. I'm going to fold them both sides. I'm just going to put this side on. I'm going to, I want to fold this down to make sure that it's touching the edge. And I want to fold it to make sure it's on straight as well. Okay, and I'm going to do the other. Oh, it seems to be moving. Well, it's on straight. Okay, so I'll do the side. These don't look like they're on straight, but they are. That one definitely does not look like it's on straight. But when I fold it like this, it looks fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the front like this. Looks like there's dried glue on here. I'm going to put this in the front. I have to make sure that it's on right because that will make the difference. I might have to pause. There's somebody walking by with music. Okay, so I put this on, and now I'm going to put this on this way in the back. Okay, now I'm going to put some glue on here. And then fold this. Well, I'll just go ahead and see how difficult this is. Put this on here like this. Right up against the edge, and it's on straight, and I can't see anything in that window. And this one, I'll probably have to fold it down to be able to squeeze that in there. Let me see if I can do it like this. So, go ahead and fold it down. All right, now let's see if it folds this way. Perfect. This one is actually more perfect than the one that I, oops, don't squeeze that. Than the one that I messed up. So now I can put the wreath on and the trees. I'll just go ahead and put the tree on real quick. Just goes along the edge of the bottom. I guess it doesn't really matter if you put it on in the front or on in the middle. As long as it goes on, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to push that up so that I can do this side and pull it down. Sirens. Okay, right up against the edge. Okay, that's done, and wreath time. I'm going to put the bigger one on first, and the way that they have it in the file is these go this way in this direction. So I'm going to make sure that they all go in that same direction. So I'm just going to put some, I'll put the glue here and then in the middle at the bottom so that it glues onto this. And I'm just putting the glue in those two spots. And it's moving around. Okay. More glue. Someone's playing music. Okay, that's annoying. I don't want a copyright strike from a person walking by. So I'm going to go ahead and put this glue on all 5 points. And because this one is like this, I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to turn or close that so I can push down on it. And then this one, I'm going to make it so that it goes up. But again, on all 5 points. Okay, and this, the way this works is it's got 2 little score lines, and you just fold it on those 2 score lines. Oh, this one goes in this direction. So I'm going to do it so that the this one is on top. And then I'm going to put some glue in here. On both sides. And put the bone there. And then put this on top. And the ribbon should be straight. I'm just going to put some glue here and then push this down on there, and that's it. That's the card. That's done, and it folds, well, not perfect, but and unfortunately I glued the envelope together in the messed up video, and the envelope that I made for this one was already done. So I don't have an envelope to make. But I do have to put the double stick tape on it. So because this has, it's got a huge area, so I could use the bigger one or the thicker one, but because it's got such a curve, I can't really do that. So I'm just going to use the thin tape to curve it all the way around. And then I think for my button, I'm just going to go ahead and put the wreath on the back with Mazat. I'm just going to put that here in the middle. There we go. And there you have it. That is the church box card from SVG Cuts. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.